Get over here!
Looking back when I was just a little nappy-headed boy. Then my only worry was for Christmas what would be my toy. Even though we sometimes would not get a thing, we were just so happy from what the day would bring. Sneaking out the back door, meeting with a dunder-headed friend, or something like that. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to episode 44 of Let's Play Hollow Knight Silksong. I am the Green Scorpion.
And I'm Ignis.
Do you recognize that one, honey?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do. That is Stevie Wonder, baby. We mentioned Stevie Wonder before, and I was like, I was wanting to like do that one for a little while. So, in the last episode, we made our way to quite a few new areas. Particularly, if I can bring up the map here, we made it to where was it? Yeah, the Wisp Thicket. Yeah. And we made our way to the Putrefied Ducts. And there's more of the Putrefied Ducts, apparently, that we are going to explore.
So long as we don't run into more of those things.
No, I hate these things, actually. This might be my least favorite enemy in the game so far.
Yeah, quick top 10, top 10, least favorite enemies in the game.
Oh god, okay. I'm actually gonna go ahead and like, I'm actually gonna go ahead and expand on that. If we're talking enemies that I just do not like dealing with in video games in general, definitely those things from this game now. We mentioned the Aspids in the first Hollow Knight. Let's see. I'm trying to think. What were some other examples? Okay, I actually think I know how I can deal with you now. Well, actually, you're just gonna go ahead and be up there. That's fine, actually. You can go ahead and fuck off. Let's see. Some enemies I don't like dealing with in video games. Good. Some immediate thoughts that come to mind. Anyone who's ever played Risk of Rain will probably know the terror of dealing with the brass contraptions. Because, like, while the brass contraptions in and of themselves aren't, like, necessarily, like, the worst thing to deal with! Anyway, they're not the worst thing to deal with. The problem is that if they sneak up on you or, like, really, like, overwhelm you with numbers, they can do, like, a crap ton of damage in a very, very short span of time. And that is a run killer in a roguelike like Risk of Rain. What are some other ones? The fucking water wraiths from Pikmin.
Oof.
Because those things are like instant kill. If like they. So have you ever seen the water wraiths from Pikmin?
Can't say I have, no.
They're basically like these water like elemental things, but like their quote unquote legs and arms are inhabiting a stone cylinder. So the idea is that they steamroll over your Pikmin.
Oh.
And it's instant kill, and they are pretty much invulnerable. So running into them is basically a game of patience, sneaking around, and just essentially making sure that your Pikmin don't die. It's not fun. Christ on a sesame bun. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other enemies that, like, fit the bill. Name me a video game you know I play, honey. And, like, I'll tell you an enemy that I don't like dealing from it, because that actually helps me, like, ground my senses a bit. Although this conversation may need to wait.
Yeah, this looks like a boss area.
This is a long stretch. Hello.
Oh. This is a very long stretch.
Yeah, what is this place? Hey, craft metal! We need that. Alright, I'm not gonna complain about that.
And what is up here? God?
Oh!
This is suspicious.
Yeah, I'm missing something. Yeah, there's no, like, wall for me to jump on or anything. But that is screaming that something's up there. Let me see what I can, like, garner here. Yeah, I'm not sure what's here. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am not sure what we're missing here.
Oh. You know what? That should have been a given.
You know what? Yeah. Sisters, spiders, watch these waters flow. Cleanse, binding, as silk from shell. Memories of our kingdom calm.
The flea master and his caravan sought for caves offering space and safety. This calm lake and shore may prove suitable.
Oh! This is where the caravan is going to move to.
Cool!
Okay, I am fine with this. So that's what it was. I was curious.
Huh.
Okay, so yeah, I think this might just be an opportunity for the caravan to move. So I think our next step should be heading back and making our way back to the cogwork or the coral chambers in order to get that situated. Which, by the way, something else we need to do while we're at the coral chambers is maybe try to collect those clots that Songclave wants.
Oh yeah.
We still haven't done that. The good news is, though, we've made some serious progress. But yeah, give me a video game you know I play, honey. I'll tell you an enemy that I do not like dealing with it, with it. Syntax.
Breath of the Wild.
Contrary to popular belief, I actually don't mind dealing with the Guardians. Because,
Really?
okay, as scary as they are, once you figure out the timing with the Guardians, in order to, like, basically, you know, deflect their lasers, they're actually a lot of fun to deal with.
Okay.
It's in the early game, where, like, they're a threat because, like, you don't have the proper equipment to properly deal with them. That said, if we're talking an enemy from Breath of the Wild that I do not like dealing with, oh, there's gotta be at least a couple that I don't like dealing with. I know from Zelda in general, one enemy I don't like dealing with are the likes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They are severely nerfed in. Oh, it got eaten.
Thank you.
And now you die.
You have served your purpose.
Okay, yeah. Here's the bellway, so now we can make it there. Yeah, the likes are something I don't like dealing with. But from Breath of the Wild and or Tears of the Kingdom... Okay, so this is a bit of a unique situation. But if you play Breath of the Wild Master Mode, there is a very, very cruel placement of a white Lynel on the Grand Plateau, which is the starting area. And white Lynels are one among the strongest enemies in the game. So imagine trying to deal with that at basically level 1. It ain't fun. Now then, I believe what we can do is... Can we go to the blasted steps to do this? I think we gotta do a small bit of platforming, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh yeah, I think we can do this. So what I'm gonna do, let's switch crests. Now that I pretty much, I see the vision of like using different crests for different situations here. Do I have, okay, yeah, I do have the shard pendant equipped. I at least want to keep that on just to like replenish on like shards because we are running low on those things.
Here's another one for you.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot.
Oh! I wasn't expecting you to pull out Crash.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So, the thing about Crash Bandicoot as a whole is that a lot of the enemies in those games are one-hit kills no matter what. But if I had to pick an enemy that I don't like dealing with from Crash Bandicoot, probably like, I don't remember what they're called, but they're the fucking shield enemies that basically bounce you back, like when you approach them. Not exactly a fun situation to deal with, especially in a game with bottomless pits everywhere. So probably those things. Welcome back, my fierce one. Dodeshna. I'm sure your travels have wearied you. Oh no, I would not dare take your rosaries for such a treasured guest. Please, use my spa carriage free of charge. Dear Krat is only too happy to provide. I actually do wanna... Just to replenish my silk. Now then, let's talk to the caravan master.
He's in your seat.
I know.
Flea Master, if your troop is still prepared to travel, I have discovered a cave beyond the citadel, at the edge of some ancient aqueducts. That place may well suit your needs for safety. The trek would be long, but once reached, you will find a sandy shore free of predators beside a wide, clear lake. It is as peaceful as a place as I have seen throughout these fraught lands.
That's it. It must be. Our destination at last has been set. Our journey can continue. True friend of fleas you are, Miss Hornet. That place shall welcome us, no doubt. Will you be joining us for this journey? Yeah, I want to see what I want to see like what transpires here. Marvelous. We fleas shall be overjoyed to have your company on the road. Now, our new home is calling. We must travel. So many fluffy fleas.
That looks so soft and cozy.
I'll bet you she's appreciating it.
I bet she is.
What a beautiful spot you've gifted us, Miss Hornet. Safe apart from the dark and death along the lands beside. A place for fleas to grow smart and strong. Here we shall see our travels end, for in Farloom there could be no finer place to settle.
I'm glad the location suits, Flea Master. It is a calming thing to know this many fleas may survive. Most bugs of Farloom seem destined for far bleaker feats.
Indeed. A hopeful future awaits, and only because of yourself and your efforts. To commemorate our arrival, it would be my pleasure to perform a small service for you. I have been learning to sew, and the little fleas have been gathering materials for me. I thought I could add an extra pocket to your tool pouch, to make your travels just a little easier. A trifling favor, much less than you deserve, but still I hope it meets your satisfaction. Nice. Fleetopia.
Aww.
Is this where they're settled? Is this truly where they're settling? Have you met her yet? Our burly new companion, Vogue. Okay, Vogue was her name. Fresh return from a long time spent tracking.
We have met, Flea Master. It gladdens me that so strong a flea exists as her. Yours was a caravan solely lacking for protection. I am too bound by my own tasks to provide it for you.
Why, we would never impose so. And now, no matter. Her scent may be strong, and her taste for brew bottomless, but her skill is sharp. If predators draw close, her talents will provide much confidence to our caravan. So many lost fleas have made it here. Truly, I'd never dared to hope we would gather such a grand company. But still, there may be more out there in this wide world. What a wonder it would be if they too found their way to a fresh paradise. What's up?
Fair greetings again, large flea. Amongst all of your troop, I had little doubt that you would survive to reach this caravan. Would you tell me how the task that you saw so... Would you tell me now of the task that saw you so far apart from your fellows and fearsome in form?
Bug not flea. Mine is to track, by trail and smell and senses sharp. Find our friend fleas, our young most, to bring them together and grow them strong.
If you have sensed the locations of other lost fleas, please share them with me. I may be able to send them safe to the caravan.
My learnings? Not free for you, not bug not flea. Rosaries! Give me those and I shall say what I have sensed. Work like mine, much long and hard. For that, I deserve some riches held. Oh, wow! So now we can unlock the locations of all the fleas in like different areas. I don't see any reason as to why we shouldn't. So the Bonelands, the Citadel, Mount Fae, and the Biolands. I have marked on your map, Bug. See the learnings of fleas lost across this land. If you are as brave as told by fellow fleas, seek them, save them, for a caravan whole. Oh wow, look at that! You see the marker down there! That's really neat. Oh man, so this basically means we're gonna be going on a flea hunt a good while later. Honestly though, great. I'm glad that they provide a way for us to be able to track them. Oh, and there's one all the way back at Mount Fae. Gosh darn. You know what though? I can't complain. This is a great system. This was quite the Oh, hello. Who are you? So many awful places us fleas have traveled. Many times I almost die, but here it seems safe enough. You will have rest too? Is space enough for all of us now? Friend?
Aww.
This long lake, space is much more big here. Finally, I have some quiet from the little fleas. Yeah, this is a really nice setup.
Aww.
That's great. Fleetopia. How cute. How absolutely adorable. The unfortunate thing is that does mean that we have to make our way back from the back from this place. And now I'm going through this place without easy access to my tools. I got a little bit of like movement here to do.
Oh yeah.
At the very least to avoid those gosh darn mosquitoes. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and ignore those guys for now. Okay, so we could go down and get that flea in Bilewater now, but you know what? I think I'm good in saving that for maybe a penultimate episode. Something tells me we're going to be quite busy with that sometime later. Okay, you go that way. And get eaten. Ugh. I'm gonna give Team Cherry some credit right now. They did a really good job with the sound design of this game because that sounds rancid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now then, what I want to do now, we're gonna head back to the Grand Bellway and we're gonna make our way back to Songclave. Actually, let's go the long way. If only so that I can collect those freaking cloaks.
True.
And apparently they didn't drop any.
Boo.
The hell? Really hope this isn't a 20 bear ass situation. Pretty sure those guys were the right enemies. I know these guys aren't. Okay, so I know this goes towards the stage. Yeah, this is where we fought Trobio. Alright. Give me another game.
Alright, alright. Trying to think what games you've recently played. Okay, here's a curveball for you. Bloodborne.
Yeah. Oh god. True. From Bloodborne. They're definitely enemies that I do not like dealing with in Bloodborne. I don't remember what they're called, but they're like these like they're these like armored golems that not necessarily difficult to deal with, but they're like a situation where like one wrong move and you're dead because they deal a shit ton of damage. I don't remember what they're called though, but I think they're called like I think they're basically just called the armored golems. Though I could also be thinking of Dark Souls there. Y'all in the comments, go ahead and educate me on that one. God, I haven't... I should do another playthrough of Bloodborne. I do miss playing the Soulsborne series. Especially because I do want to cosplay as Father Gascoigne one of these days.
Oh yeah, you've mentioned that before.
Mm-hmm. Father Gascoigne is a cool design.
I'm trying to think. What else? What else? Oh, here's one. Octopath Traveler.
Oh, okay.
And it can be any Octopath.
Now, in the case of an RPG, not a lot of, like... There's not a lot of, like, variation when it comes to, like, things that are necessarily hard to deal with. I will say, one grievance I do have is specifically with the Kates. Because when you go... If you want to do, like, the late game shit, you need the Kates in order to, like, have to deal with some, like, high-level bullshit. So, the Kates are basically, like, these very, very rare enemies, right? Mm-hmm. That, if you can manage to beat them, they're essentially, like, a lot of really, really good, like, free golden experience. Like, do you remember the golden... You know the golden bamboo from Zenless?
Yes.
Basically them.
Okay.
But a lot harder to kill.
Ah.
And they run really, really quickly. Like, if you don't, like, one-shot them, they basically escape very easily.
Okay.
I don't like having to deal... I guess it's less that I don't like dealing with them, more like I don't like having to deal with them for the late game shit. But they are unbelievably valuable. Oh, speaking of RPGs, another enemy I can think of that I absolutely do not like dealing with is freaking Malboros from Final Fantasy. Those, like... Oh, the Broodmother's Eye. Oh, okay. Got it. Anything else? No. Can I get anything from you? Oh. 'Twas a good deed you did up above, dear one. Saving me from them screeching flocks. Not seen the like of it in a long, long time. I've returned with all sorts of new goodies, too. Let's see if anything I've scavenged will fit your fancy. Spider strings!
Oh.
Hold this while making music, and soon you'll hear its function. Amplifies the song. Sends it out full and bright. Ideal if you're ever planning on performing for a crowd.
I wonder what would happen if we brought that to Trebio stage.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Let's see what else we got. Spool extender. Oh yeah, that's one of the tools they mentioned. A spool fragment, which we can use to increase our spool. Okay, I think I know what I want. Let's grab the spider strings.
Mm-hmm.
And for the remainder, I'm gonna grab some craft metal. I believe that should be good for now. I think I do want to grab that coral commandment as well. If only because I know we're gonna have to go back to, what's it called? Bellholm?
Mm-hmm.
To drop that off. So, I'm going to use a couple of these. I think I need one more. Perfect. Also, do we still... Yeah, that's right, we still have a psalm cylinder! So, you know what? While we're here, let's head back to the vaults and drop that off at the Vault Keeper.
Sounds like...
Oh, I just realized we can also just go here. Wait a second! Hey! What's up?
Fair meeting again, Sir Knight. I see the spell has drawn you too to its safety.
Who would have guessed, sister? A safe corner, hidden so high atop Farloon's cursed crown. Our fair village may have fallen, but for these fellows, these scared few, our honor charges us to keep them safe. Our hornland shall raise for them. After some rest, of course.
Hold fast to your new charge, Gamond. See these bugs survive and know that I aim, in near time, to cut down this curse at its core.
Zaza and I will tarry here a little longer. These pilgrims need watching over, and we are committed to the task. Sweet. Okay, so. Yeah, we go this way down to the vaults. Persistent, you. Still, that worked. I'm actually going to go ahead and ignore you for now, because I just need to get over here. Hello again.
What has she brought it? More treasures waiting on a keeper's insight, yes? The sacred cylinders of our holy citadel. Pass them, give them, now! She must. Yes, a fair gift we've a spawn. This vault keeper shall glean what knowledge a great mind can.
Guide track for the choir with a theme of ascendance.
Yes, see them all. Its collection gleams complete. Such sacred understanding stored safe. You have performed your part, Weaver Spawn. The agreement is concluded. Knowledge and rosaries. All were fair past. No more between us. Leave this keeper to its treasures and their insight. It has given its service. Now this keeper wants its time alone.
I would view your collection, Vault Keeper.
She may see it, a perfect set. This Vault Keeper is rich with insights. Jealous of its fellows would be, if still their minds remained.
Okay, so that basically tells us that we got them all.
Cool.
Alright, well, I guess we'll see you around, Vault Keeper. Thank you for your business. On that note, where do we want to go next? Let me actually check something real quick. So we got a couple of these still going about. We need 3 more Cloaks of the Choir, which should not be hard. Trail's End, where we have to find Chakra. This I still am not sure about. Savage Beastfly. Track down the Savage Beastfly in the far fields. So I think that's something we can do in the next episode. Specifically because I know there's a delivery we can do from Belholm that takes us to the camp in the far fields. Ugh, sorry, that voice is still challenging to do. But if we do the delivery from Belholm to the far fields, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone and handle the delivery while also like looking for that Vengefly.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, for now, let's make our way back up here. But, what I was mentioning earlier, by the way. You remember the Malboros, right? From Final Fantasy? Those big, plant-looking ass motherfuckers with the, big mouths and the bad breath.
I vaguely remember them.
Named after the actual Marlboro cigarettes.
Oh.
Yeah, you can imagine. So here's the thing about those things, right? In a Final Fantasy setting, or in a RPG setting, what is like one thing that is heavily debilitating? Status ailments.
Yes.
Now imagine a common enemy, like a semi-common enemy, who can not only inflict status ailments, but all at once.
Oh. Oh, that's not good.
A shit ton of them all at once, including sleep, poison, paralysis, and confusion. Among other things. Sometimes they even inflict death.
Ooh.
Yeah, anyone who's played Final Fantasy never appreciates dealing with Marlboros. Okay, now the reason I'm going this way is to grind up on those things, but also I believe we can find, I believe we can find the rest of the cloaks, towards this area over here.
Okay.
Bingo. I need you to come down here, though, because I don't want you... Ow. I don't want you falling on spikes. Otherwise, the cloak will be ruined. That's 1.
That's 2.
And that one will be 3. I just need you to come to an area that's not going to make you fall onto spikes. Oh, perfect. You work too, actually. Ha-ha!
Nice.
Perfect. I only wish there was an easier way to make it back to, the Coral Chamber, or not the Coral Chambers, the, back to Songclave. But, you know what, I'm not gonna complain. Give me another game.
Alright, alright. Let's see. We talked Final Fantasy, we talked Bloodborne.
Owie.
We talked Zelda. Crash Bandicoot. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, Shantae.
Who, hang on. I think I do recall an enemy in Shantae that I do not like dealing with. Ah, boy, what was it? I know there's at least a few. It's not the slimes, is it? No. Shantae enemies are not necessarily, like, the most difficult to deal with. But, anytime I have to deal with enemies that can block your attacks tends to get a little bit annoying. Particularly the, one-eyed crab-looking motherfuckers.
Oh, I think I remember those, yeah.
Yeah, it's because, like, any frontal attack, they can block for a good while. But it's not easy jumping over them because they kind of are too big for you to jump over easily.
Gotcha.
They're not the worst things in the world, though. Like, Shantae has some pretty manageable enemies in the grand scheme of things. Alright, that settles that. So, let's go ahead and handle one last thing before we call it a day, actually. I'm gonna let you decide, honey. We can either end this episode off by going to the far fields and making that delivery and finding the Vengefly, or we can turn in these melodies at the Cogwar core right now, which will take us towards the end of the road, and we can possibly meet up with Chakra again.
Ooh.
Here's the good news. Turning in those melodies is not going to trigger Act 3.
Okay.
There will be a very deliberate Act 3 trigger that we can refuse if we want to keep doing things.
In that case, I'd say let's go for the melodies.
All right. We'll handle Bellheart and we'll handle Bellheart and the deliveries in the next episode. There's a couple of things that we need to do in Bellheart anyway. Oh, you know what? Since we're doing this, I'm going to make one last change. Let's go back to Hunter. Yeah, let's stick with the Volt Vessels. But one thing I did notice is this. No, not that, actually. Where is it? Oh, it's this down here. Okay. So, let's stick with the mirror. Let's equip it. Wow.
Oh, wow.
I am very curious as to what that can do. So let's go ahead and keep with that for the time being. God, I love cross-stitch. Mistimed. I'll take that. Yeah, we're building up... Those things are a really good source of rosaries, actually. We're already back at around 500.
Well, that's good.
How much do they give us? 32 each. Not bad, honestly. Alright, then. Shall we?
Let's go.
Pilgrim of far loom eternal, you rare chosen who hath ascended to this final threshold, listen to our wish, deliver it, that you may rise above and see your pilgrimage end. We would hear the song of the architects at the core of the citadel. They who sustain our realm, its walls, its floors, and its voice, even as others fall silent. We would hear the voice of the keepers within their grand vaults, they who guard our history, our prayers, and our secrets across the ages. We would hear the melody of the conductors, high in their gleaming towers, they bearing the heaviest mantle, who would guide our land ever on to greatness. Pilgrim who would hold our song within your shell, rise above. Offer your most devout self unto our sacred heart. Rise above the citadel and confront the one who haunts the lands of Farloom. Well, hello again. Well, way to start me with little health, why don't you? I'm willing to try that again. But I'm going to go ahead and skip y'all, because we're going to go straight for it. That was, man, no dialogue, no fanfare, no nothing. Straight to business, hey.
I mean, hey. Sometimes it be like that.
Bren!
Wow! Yeah, she's a slick mover.
Bren!
Man, she's really cool. She's really, really cool. I like this.
Bren!
Ah! No! Freaking controller! Gosh darn controller! Really? You're gonna pull that on me? I feel like I need to get a new cable or something on this thing, seriously.
Bren!
Gosh darn it! Yeah, when she gets into phase 2, those moves start to double up. I gotta keep that in mind.
Bren!
Ah, nuts! Man, she had to hit me while I was healing.
Bren!
Okay. In the interest of getting this episode done in a timely fashion, this will be our do or die attempt for this episode. If I don't beat her here, we will save her for next episode. Ah! I gotta figure out what to do after that. Good. Alright, let the mirror do its thing. There we go. Very well done. No way!
Nice.
With the mirror? Congratulations, Spider! Finally, I felt your sting, and you've bared the truth of my pathetic, empty shell.
You always had the scent, child. You are no bug. Yours is a life born entirely from thread.
Life? You're too generous. This weak, wasting existence. This was not life. Just a husk shaped to act as a child.
Yours was life, Pale One. Do not confuse unique creation with its absinthe. I've seen others make the same mistake.
Platitude, Spider. From you? Don't be gross. Head on. Climb up, up and away. You've earned your audience with the divine. Face the Holy Mother who would fashion so cruel and crude a daughter as me. After all, it's you that she wants. Is it not? She's made of silk? Entirely? One to wish our making. Better a child spun pure than them. Better a child spun frail than none. From our silk, a child born loyal. Nope. She's done. Okay, so where are we now? And can we please find a bench? Oh, this took us back to... Oh, I see where we are. Very well done. Very well done. On that note, everybody, thank you so much for joining us for episode 44 of Let's Play Hollow Knight Silksong. I am the Green Scorpion.
And I am Ignis.
What a fight, man. That was awesome. I want to know more about Silk. And I kind of am really hoping that's not the last we see of her. But for now, let's take a well-deserved rest. I was a little nervous for a moment because I thought that whole thing was going to trigger Act 3. It didn't. So we're not there yet. Let us know in the comments, guys, how we're doing. And let me know if anything else I need to do before we move on. See you next time.
Bye.
What's your impression of Lace?
She's very, like, old school anime villain, and I like that.
A little bit, I think we mentioned this, but like, oh, Queen Beryl, Rita Repulsa type of thing, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tragic villain, from what I can tell, though. I'm not entirely sure what the deal is, but from the sound of it, she was basically a creation of entirely silk and given sentience. I hope this is not the last we see of her, but we'll see.